You're listening to the Gab Street Podcast, Columbus, Ohio's #1 podcast for underground talent. Every week we have new conversations with interesting individuals who contribute to the Columbus economy and its lively culture. You may find just what you're looking for right in your backyard. Let's get right into it.
So, like, before I do anything, like, and I have, like, the feeling it's gonna be great, like, before I make a song or something like that, or, like, play a video game, I know I'm about to, like, kick ass or whatever, like, I have to pee. I have to pee. Like, when I have to piss before I do something, I'm already knowing, yo, I'm about to go hard as hell, like, let me go piss, it's over.
That just means everything I do is great, apparently.
I'm telling you, bro, like, maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit for the things that you do. But when you, like, know in your mind that you're about to do something that's so great that it, like, induces piss, like, if you have to pee, like, it actually physically affects you because you know you're about to do such a great job, like, you're about to do something awesome, amazing.
That is some real shit, dude.
No, like, that happens to me. I don't know about anyone else. Like,
yeah.
Like, if I'm sitting there and I'm just in the middle of writing, like, a hard-ass verse or something like that, bro, I'll just be like, yo, I gotta piss, yo. That shit was just way too hard. I'm about to come back in this. And then while I'm in there, I'm thinking about what I'm finna say on my next line and things like that. That's a weird fun fact about Jonesy.
Everybody's got their own thing, man. Usually, my stomach starts hurting, usually. I'm just like, oh, man, I'm about to... or it's usually like right when I have to leave to go somewhere, anytime. And it's like, I guess I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Like every time.
Do you like to leave home to go do stuff?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's nice to get out of here every once in a while.
But, and especially today, maybe. Yeah, everybody likes to leave home today.
Well,
maybe not everybody, but I can't wait to get out the house.
Stay home, Columbus. That's the message that we're putting out there today. Stay home. Welcome back to Gab Street Podcast. I don't even know what number episode this is. I don't remember. They're all blending for me now. But we have a live studio audience. We have 3 people in the audience. So there's going to be some background noise. It's all chill. It's all good. We're happy to have everyone here. And we got Tht Boi Jonesy on the show. We've been trying to get this done for, like, I don't know. We rescheduled this like 5 or 6 times, man.
Yeah, man. You would have, like, and I really hope you don't ever feel like I was trying to spin you.
No.
Or I don't ever want to, like, it was literally shit was hitting the fan every time. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go do this. Something happens, like, and it's like everything is way worse because nobody can leave the house. Everything is closed. Mm-hmm. Everybody's scared. So, but now I'm glad we got to do this. You know, and you can tell like people are moving way different. I had to bring my son. This is my son that you hear in the background to the interview. It's Giovanni.
What's up, man?
But yeah, bro. So I appreciate it, man. It's really dope to finally be here. I actually remember when I met you and I first heard about Gab Street. I knew it was gonna be cool. It was one of those moments, you know. Now I gotta piss. I went to.
I'm honored.
I was at Declassified, and
yeah,
I was with this girl, and for real, the whole situation made me look like a fucking rock star. Like, I'm standing there, I'm already done. People like, oh, Jonesy, what's up? Yeah, I'm with this girl, and this dude, he just comes up to me, hey, aren't you Jonesy? I'm like, yeah. Slides me his card and he just walks away. I'm like, yeah, you see that? People know me out here.
That was back when I didn't know how to network.
No, hey, yo, that was smooth though. That was smooth. That was real smooth. That was gleam right there, man.
Give me a call. Just throw my card at you like one of those just playing cards. That's fun. So on the topic of, you know, people having to stay in and such, limited mobility, I guess, a broad term for it. Mm-hmm. How have you personally had to adapt during this time?
I mean, me personally, I'm not as afraid as everyone else. Like, I'm taking, like, precautions and things. Like, of course, I'm washing my hands and staying away from people, but that's shit that you should have already been doing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I guess I'm just taking it to another level. Like, I'm washing my hands a little bit more. But it's like, I'm not personally afraid to, like, go out and hang out with people and stuff like that. But that type of shit is taboo now. So, like, I guess in a way, you know, it affected me. It's like I can't do that type of stuff anymore because I have to consider, you know, the people I'm around. You know, I got to come home to 2 kids, you know, my girlfriend, you know, and I'm around my mom who has, you know, breathing problems sometimes. So it definitely slowed everything down for me a little bit, you know.
And have you done any shows since I kind of shut down? I
got blessed with the opportunity to perform on Asia's set at the New State of Hip Hop. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I
didn't get to go to that, but that's dope.
It was cool, bro. Like it was nice to see everybody. And
Joseph Keith was there, right?
Yeah, Joseph Keith did a set too. But it was just really weird. Like,
was everybody kind of off their game a little bit, or was it?
I know I was. There? I felt like I was, but I always feel like I'm off my game. Like, really? I always feel like when I perform, like, damn, like next time, don't move like that when you say that word. Like, but that's just
my turn.
Yeah. that's just how I think though. Like, I personally felt like I was a little bit rusty. I think everybody may have felt like they was a little bit rusty. I know Joseph Keith, you know, did his thing, but he was sweating like, dude was like,
I saw the pictures.
Bro, he went hard, like, yeah. So, you know, but it was nice to step out. Like I said, I got blessed with that opportunity. But I got an opportunity. I'm actually got a show coming up on the 11th.
Oh, okay.
At Scully's. I haven't really said too much about it. Just because of this stuff. Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, do I want to do this? Like, is it even gonna be worth it? Like, if I go, are people gonna come? Like, does anybody even want to be there? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, so that's I'm probably still gonna do it because it's not like me to just not do a show.
Yeah.
You know, but.
And you said that's on the 11th of July.
The 11th of July at Scully's. I have a show.
Who's throwing that show? Sam?
No. Do you know Prodigal?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he changed his name. I think his name is Tooth now.
Okay.
But yeah, he's doing the show. Only people I know who's on it, and I don't want to say anything because I don't know if anybody else is feeling like how I feel. I know that Tooth is performing, Mac the Chopper, and Asia is on there, and there's a couple other artists I'm not familiar with. That's on the ticket.
Okay.
But Scully's the 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And this will be coming out on the 8th, so that'll give people some time to figure out what's going on.
That's
maybe
what's
get some people to the show. So
cool.
Hell yeah. Very cool. Let's make a complete 180 and go broad, because I can't think of a segue at the moment. So that's just how it's going to be today. What were the beginnings of you deciding that you want to do music? What were the experiences that, you know, informed that?
Man, that's a really great way to put that question, because like the way I came about rapping it wasn't like I heard somebody rap and wanted to rap. It was like a process, like a step-by-step process that ultimately concluded in, I want to be a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think at the root of it all, I'm a creative person. I love to customize and make something my own, no matter what it is. And I also like entertaining. Like, I like to make people laugh. I like to make people say, "Oh, that was cool." Like, I like to do things that other people can't do. You know. And one big inspiration, like one thing that made me wanna rap so hard, it has nothing to do with rap. Right? WWF made me want to rap too.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
That's awesome.
Like the reason why is because like I think really what it was is just the crowd and the lights and you get to come out and everybody's like
the walk-in song.
So it's not so much that they're rapping. Yeah, and the music had a big part to play with it too. So it's not so much that they were rapping. It was that they were getting that attention. They were entertainers. They did shit that people cannot do. So that played a part in it. And then I had like a big imagination. Like I used to love to just write stories and stuff. Like I would get an assignment at school to write like a page story, and I'm messing around and write a whole book. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just got carried away. And then I just like, I don't know, man. Around the time I was like, what, 6 or something, 5 or 6. My mom's here in the audience, and I have to ask her a question. So we're about to break the fourth wall. How old was I when you bought me that Nintendo 64? We lived over there on Westerville.
Was that a Nintendo 64?
It was a Nintendo 64. My mom bought me a Nintendo 64 for Christmas, a boombox, and a DJ machine.
You were like,
because I always liked music, you know what I'm saying? But now I have all these things that every kid loves. I have a video game, I have stuff to play with my music, and I also have a wrestling game. And like you said, like on the wrestling games, like in a wrestling, they come out, they got music, and so
That's all you need right there.
Yeah, I'm also swearing. This is how it came about. I just one day realized, hey, some of these songs don't have words on them. I wonder what if they did have words on them. So I would go to wherever you could listen to the songs, play it, take my boombox, make my mom go get me some cassette tapes, take my little DJ machine, which had a microphone, put the boombox next to the TV, play it, record over it, make little demos like at 6 and 7 years old, bro.
That's so cool.
Yeah, bro. So that's just grew from there, bro.
See, I connect to that really deeply because my entire music taste is basically informed by Tony Hawk's Project 8. So
wow.
I relate to that pretty heavy.
Man.
Yeah. I didn't realize that till like a few months ago because I went back and listened to the soundtrack and I was like, this is everything that I listen to right now.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So.
But you want to know, that's how you know you really love it.
Mm-hmm.
Because skate has, not that it has nothing to do with music, but it's something totally on another spectrum.
Yeah.
But something in you attached to a song, and it grew to this. Now you're sitting here interviewing a rapper at your house.
This is true.
So, like that just means you really love it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You all right?
You all right, man?
I think he's trying to find a way to not get in trouble.
Come here.
Our audience is getting a little antsy.
Yeah.
He's okay.
It's all good. So who are your biggest influences? And you said I'd like the answer to this question.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm excited.
All right, let me think hard because I like a lot of people, but just because you like people doesn't make them influences. Okay.
Thank you for making that distinction.
An influence, like a definitive influence of mine, most certainly everybody who knows me knows this. My favorite person in the world, my hero, is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Yes.
Swear to God, bro. Like, no doubt, I feel like The Rock was my hero before any rapper was. Like, you know what I mean? Just the way, like, he would, like, look at his attitude, the way he would walk, the way just all that. Like, oh, yeah, I got to be like him. He fire. I went to, my dad took me to a wrestling event in 2000. I went to SummerSlam and seen him. Bro, I swear to God, I think my voice still to this day would be different if I had not screamed so loud.
Really?
That day. But yeah, The Rock. But then I have influences like people like Eminem was really the first rapper who I really like resonated with.
Okay.
Because he was just different, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He was super different. Yeah, I was just who was popping at the time when I was growing up. Like, he was the biggest thing. So Eminem, Ludacris, I like because he was just really silly and goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like just all the way out there.
I can see an element of that in what you do. Yeah.
So I like that, and just really, I mean, I guess those would be. I mean, and then you got your Wayne and Drake. I would definitely say those are influencers. And then Wiz Khalifa.
Nice.
Certainly.
Very nice.
Not just because of smoking weed, though. Like, like Wiz is like, just like he, like how I always felt, like on everything. Like, Wiz doesn't articulate himself like a regular, like a person who you would, like a color that you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't articulate himself like that. I've always been like that because I move so much. I'm not from Columbus. I moved here from North Carolina, but I'm not from North Carolina either. I moved there from Denver, but I'm not from Denver either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I move around, and so I've always like sounded different and moved different and had different taste in clothes. So when Wiz Khalifa come out with wearing tiny ass shirts, skinny jeans, and chucks, I'm like, I feel it. I feel that. I've seen it. Like, I'm with all that. So yeah, those people are who made Jonesy who he is today.
That's interesting that you I'm trying to word this. Moving around a lot has a unique effect on someone that not a lot of other things do. And I want to know, like, is this like your home base now?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think that's affected the way you make music or interact with people?
What you mean, moving around? I can say this: the same thing that people here complain about, everybody complains about.
Really?
You know, it's not just here. You know, it's people, and so I think that me moving around so much and meeting so many different people helped me like understand that it's people. Like the problem is you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the city, it's not the mayor, it's not the president, it's the people. Like, so I understand people a little bit more. Like, I have more patience with people. I also like, but there's a downside to that too, because like the people who I know here. So I've only been here since 2011. That's the longest I've ever known anyone.
Okay.
You know, too. So like,
yeah.
I feel like that kind of comes into play when it comes to like relationships and stuff too. For me, like sometimes just like once I get to liking somebody, I don't want to cut it off because I'm not used to like having close people. Like I move to a state and there'd be a group of friends who known each other since kindergarten, but now we're in 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like the oddball. So
yeah. I feel that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I moved around schools a little bit when I was younger, so I mean, it was here in Ohio, but definitely got that new kid vibe sometimes. So I get that, man. What makes you a unique artist in Columbus among the other musicians?
I wouldn't say the thing that makes me unique. I wouldn't say has anything to do with skill or performance or anything like that. I think it has more to do with just like my social life, you know. I've been performing in Columbus for a long time, like longer than a lot of people. Like I've been performing out here since 2012, 2011.
Wow.
I started performing when I was 17. Okay, like, and before there was a Sam Rothstein, there were hella janky promoters, bro.
Really?
There was nothing but shows and bars that nobody wanted to really hear you rap. They're here to drink. Just so happens to be a lot of people here because, you know, nobody has shit to do. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Like, I've done like real dope underground shows, but it's really rare that they'd be structured nicely and promoted the right way. And it just be like a whole, like a clusterfuck. Like, just 50 rappers on one song. Like, it's ridiculous. But
some odd future shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being around that environment though help you weed out who's real and who's fake. Cause like I said, like out of like 50 people who may be on the card, there's probably only 5 people who's taking it serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's still people from that time that I used to perform like that I still know and keep in contact with. And like I like to think of it as a loop. Like there's like a social loop. Like when I was doing those shows, I didn't know any of these people who I know now. And the people who I know now don't know the people who I was doing shows with. I think there's like a gap that few people, me being one of them, can connect to, like can get that, you know, connection, because there's like super duper talented people who I used to, you know, rap with, but they don't know the way. But I found the way. But it's so really hard to try to tell them and get them to connect because they're so used to doing things one way. You know what I mean? They don't even realize that there's another group of people trying to do the same thing, you know. So I think that's what makes me unique. Not like I said, I'm not the only one like who, you know, feels like that, you know, about the, you know, being the bridge between the gap. You know, there's a couple people I feel like who could do it, but it's definitely slowly merging. I think the city is finally coming together and becoming one unit, like one actual entertainment industry in Columbus, you know, and we're on our way there.
I feel that too. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Who are some of the other people that you would say fill that gap a little bit?
Let
me give them a quick shout out.
Asia, no doubt.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Everybody know Asia. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? People from all type of walks of life know Asia. You know what I'm saying? And Asia's one of them. The homie Sav, he one of them. But just because Sav is like super talented, I think Sav don't even really know that he could bridge the gap. You know, because Sav is one of those people who came from where I came from and trying to get to where I'm going, but is so used to doing things one way that it's hard to adjust to playing another game. You know what I mean? Sav is definitely one of them though, bro. Like he's a dude out here who I looked up to highly. You know what I'm saying? On the rap tip. You know, minus the people who I was already coming up with. You know, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll have to get in contact.
Yeah, bro. Like, man, I'll fuck around and hit Sav up as soon as I leave and tell him to holler at you, bro. He's doing some dope things. He just did a video shoot. You know, I forgot what the song is called. Everything is slipping my mind now. I'm trying to give you a shout out, Sav. I'm trying to plug for you. But yeah, bro, just go check him out, man. North God Savo, LMF Savo, all that. You know what I'm saying? Check him out.
Hell yeah. And I'll make sure I can put some links in the description.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna slide you some of his music. Yo, he's super dope.
Sweet. Okay, I want to get to an interesting pair of questions. The first of which our listeners have heard quite a bit, but the second they may not have heard before, and I would like to hear both perspectives on this.
Right.
And it's because I didn't know that you weren't from here originally until this interview, so this actually puts another dimension into this question. But how has being here since, not being from here, but having been here for a while, how has Columbus helped you succeed as an artist?
Well, first, I mean, I would consider myself being from here. It's not like when I came, it was new to me. Like, my mom's from here, so I've always had family from here.
Cool.
So, I mean, I would consider myself being from here. But to answer your question, it helped me get my foot in the door. Like, I don't think people realize Columbus is not like a slouch city. Columbus is not a slouch-ass city where shit is impossible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it was a really dope place for me to start, you know, growing into who I wanted to be, finding my sound, testing the waters, and things like that, you know. And there's a lot of good people to meet out here I got some real legit connects, you know. I'm really blessed to have had the opportunity to do a lot of the stuff that I did out here. And that's just because Columbus is what it is. You know, Columbus is just what it is. But I think the issue is the people here don't know that. People don't realize. Like, Columbus is the shit for real. Like, too many places I go, people, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. I would never live here. When I buy a house, I da-da-da-da. Like, what are you talking about?
I know exactly what you mean.
Well, you know what I mean? This place is sweet. Like, you just have to realize it. Nobody's going to think it's sweet if everybody here is thinking it's trash.
That's why I made this show. Straight up. That's the whole reason.
Word.
Because, I mean, I went to an affluent high school a little bit north of here where no one listened to real artists from here at all, unless I introduced them to them. God, I'm gonna make I'm not gonna put myself on like that. That's not what I mean. But like, you know, like, yeah, you know, I was the one. I showed them all. You know, they understand now. But I started this because I was around so many people who had that attitude where they were like, man, I need to get out of here. The weather's bad, and like I want it to be somewhere where it's always 70 degrees. It's like, nah, you don't have to. You can find so much here. Well, you know what? If you are shitty, go ahead and go anyway. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, that's the main reason why I do this, to highlight the fact that we do have a very rich culture here.
Yeah.
And you can find a rich culture anywhere if you look hard enough. I did an interview with Patrick Sweetman over at Voice First podcast where I mentioned, like, you can make a Gab Street in any city in America. You know, he mentioned some small town in Washington that like has a few listeners of his podcast. I was like, yeah, they can make one there too. You know, so it's just super important to domestic tourism is what I like to call it. Domestic tourism. TOURISM, where you can be a tourist in your own town and really see it like a tourist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how everybody should see it.
You have to, bro. Yeah.
So, thank you for giving me the segue to give me the soapbox there for a moment. Very nice. Now to the other question that has not really been asked before, and I'm curious because I've never asked it, I don't know what your answer is going to be. Mm-hmm. So, how has Columbus hindered your progress as a city?
Well, I mean, since we're talking about Columbus, you know, we're going to talk about Columbus since we live here. But like I said, you know, the complaints that everybody has is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I know people who are trying to rap in North Carolina, and they're saying, "Oh man, I'm trying to come up there, bro. Niggas be hating." Like what? Like they hating here too. Like what are you saying? Like, but me having the problems that I've had here in Columbus, would have started with, you know, there is like a crab in a barrel mentality here, you know, but that crab in a barrel mentality only comes from people who are in it for one reason, you know, and it's really hard to weed out people who is gonna sell you a dream between people who are genuine, because motherfuckers making a living off of selling you a dream, they're gonna clean it up and sell it to you good, you know, like, and have you looking dumb as hell, like, at the end of the day, like. So, like, I had to, bro, you don't know, like, how many promoters and, you know, engineers and whack-ass producers and just weak people, bro, that I had to meet and weed out, you know, before I could get to where, you know, I know people like Sam, you know, to where I could get to where I know people like Yogi, where I know about podcasts like this. You know, this shit is my world now, you know what I mean? Like, when I get up and I get on my phone, the first thing I see is whatever the fuck is going on in music in Columbus. And it took a while for it to get like that, because I had to move around so many frauds and fake people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's sad because sometimes, like, you get caught up, you know what I'm saying? You get caught up messing with the wrong people, like, because the dream be so big and you just want to get it accomplished, bro. And that one person just probably don't got it in them. Or, like, that's not even always the case. It's just, Will Smith said, like, 98% of people will achieve their dreams. I mean, not achieve their dreams or something like that.
Yeah.
Most people won't achieve their dreams, all right, because they will not do what they have to do, you know? And there are a lot of people like that. There are people willing to, bro, cut their own arm off if they have to succeed. And if you're somebody like that, you can't be with somebody who's afraid to cut their own arm off. You know what I mean? So you gotta see who's for real and who's not, and who's down and who ain't, and who's serious, who's willing to, you know, leave their relationship, you know, because sometimes it does come down to that, you know. Make unpopular decisions, you know, then your family's gonna be pissed at you, but you had to do it, or else you won't be successful. So yeah, you got to just get through a lot of people like that. I think it's like that everywhere, though, so I'm not gonna just put that stigma on Columbus. And
sometimes people feel like they're gonna understand what's best for them immediately as well. They'd be like, yeah, well, you know what Jonesy's saying, where I'm gonna cut out the people that are not real, and I'm gonna make sure that I get straight to the point. That can take years and years. And you think you're in the best spot the whole time, right? You know,
right?
I mean,
even and I don't want people to think, like, when I say, like, they're not real, like, it's like like they have bad intentions. They might have the best intentions, but this dude may have a girlfriend that he really don't want to leave or won't risk this relationship for this shit, like you will. Like, you know what I mean? So you gotta understand that, and, you know, can't get mad at people. And you have to be able to build tolerance and understanding, and that, like you said, takes years. Years.
It's all about compassion, man. Cool. I'm glad you brought up that point.
Yeah.
And that was a good answer to that question.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
What do you want people to feel or experience from listening to your music, either in the studio or performing?
Whatever feeling I was feeling when I made the song.
Okay.
You know, so, like, if I'm sad when I make the song, I want you to feel sad. Like, if I'm If I was hyped up, I want you to feel hyped up. If I was happy, I want you to feel happy. If I'm mad that day when I'm performing, I want everybody to be mad. Like, you know, so, and I think that, well, I don't want you to be mad. I want you to know that I'm upset. I want you to like
empathize with
it.
Yeah,
empathize with it. I want you to actually feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, you know, the fact that I could use words to touch someone and change their emotion and could possibly change the way they think or what they might do that day, I think that's a superpower, bro. And I take that shit like real serious. Like, so that's a really good question. Like, I always make sure that, you know, whatever energy I am putting into a song, it's nothing that's gonna. It's not anything that I don't agree with.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna say. That's why I don't say things in my songs I don't do, because that could actually make somebody go do that. Because they look up to you, you know, like, oh, well, Jonesy shoots people and pops pills. I guess it's okay for me because I want to be like that, but I don't. So I'm not gonna rap about that. I'm not gonna endorse it, you know.
I respect that.
You know.
Cool. Has that been a development that's come since My Turn, or was that part of My Turn as well? Or are you interpreting that as part of your next project?
I mean, that's definitely like, you gotta grow to feel like that, man. I don't know if I was thinking the same way when I was making My Turn. I don't remember what I was thinking back then. Like,
it's totally fine.
Yeah, you know, I could like, but I think you gotta grow into, you know, you're not gonna be the artist who you're gonna be when you first start.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I had to grow into seeing that. Like, obviously, I had to realize that my music touched people, you know, before I knew that I was touching people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
with that being said, let's delve into Inner G, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me all about this.
Inner G is like your energy. Like, bro, you're a G. You have an energy in you, bro. Why, you feel me? Like, you have an energy in you. There is a level of composure that everybody keeps around people. There's certain shit you're not gonna say. There's certain shit you're not gonna do. I don't give a fuck who you are, how big of a personality and ego you think you have. There's certain shit you're not gonna do around people. And that certain shit that you're not gonna do that you wanna do, you know what that is? That's your energy. Okay? Like, it's your energy. Like, because some of the stuff that you don't wanna do, some of the stuff, it's not that you're wrong. You just know it's not appropriate. You know, you feel that way. But, you know, saying it like this may, you know, make a situation worse. I didn't change the fact that you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That's your energy, bro. Like, and I think it's really important to purge that energy. Like, to realize how you feel. Like I just said, if I'm angry, I want you to know I'm angry. If I'm sad, I want you to know I'm sad when I perform, when I make music. So, and that's my energy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody has it. So I wanted to make a project about, you know, what goes through my mind. Like, how do I really feel? Like I want everybody to know that I have way more to me than just being turned and lit. And, you know, this is how I really feel. Like, this is what I'll be wanting to say. You know what I'm saying? And this is my energy talking. And I want everybody to be able to channel that energy and be a little bit, you know, this doesn't mean just go out and, you know, say fuck your boss because that's how you feel. That doesn't mean that. But I hope that when people listen to this project, it, you know, helps people identify their feelings a little bit more and deal with them. It's very important to, you know when you hate somebody. You need to know that you hate them, you know?
Yeah.
So that you can correct it. Don't go around denying it, you know? And so that's what I want this. Not to say that the whole project is about hating people. That's just an example. But yeah, that's what I want the project to pretty much do.
Okay. I like that you're saying energy and energy.
Energy. It's
that.
It's all the same. It's all the same. Everything is energy. Everything.
It's true. This is very true. Clearly you have studied quantum physics.
Yes. I'm a big believer. It's like, nah. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
So, and I learned about Energy through an application that you sent in to Columbus Creative's COVID grant. Gonna go ahead and plug that real quick.
Yeah.
Because the people gotta know.
It's important, man.
Joseph Keith and I, if you haven't heard from the copious amount of social media postings that we've been doing, are putting together a grant that is specifically for people in Columbus. Not just people, creative people, who have been affected adversely by the COVID-19 crisis. That could be anything. That could be anyone that lost the opportunity to perform live for people. Anyone that lost a market for the art that they sell because people are afraid to come to their house to buy it. This is even for podcasters who weren't able to get guests in for a little bit. I had to do remote interviews for a while. That felt awkward. I don't make any money from this. Sometimes I do. It's been a while. But, well, see, it's been a while because of it. You know what I mean? Like, it affects everyone creatively in, large and small ways. And we're taking donations through the end of... I'm not sure if we're going to extend to September or not. We might do that. But right now, we're going to be taking donations through the end of August. We're going to be taking applications through late July. So if you have not applied yet and you think that this can help you succeed and give back to our city creatively, please take a moment and go apply to the grant. And we will have our board members looking. So let me go through the process a little bit because I haven't really been super detailed on this. We're going to receive all the applications. We're going to have our board members look through them not for merit, but for effort put into the application and need demonstrated. We're going to approve the applications that we see fulfilling both of those criteria. That will go to the public vote. So the public of Columbus will be voting on who receives the money. And as of today, we have received $1,179 for this grant. So it's been running for about a month and a half, and this has all been coming from people in the community. So thank you so much to everyone who's been donating so far. Let's keep that momentum going. Keep applying to receive the grant. And now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know what's going on.
Appreciate all you fine folks out there.
Yes, thank you very much. And this fine gentleman right here actually applied for it as well. And frankly, I was very impressed with it. I had a lot of juicy info in there that I then wrote down on my show notes. One being it's all a plot to just get more show notes. But now I know about his new project that's coming out.
It was a scheme. It was all a
scheme. I lied to y'all. When's this project dropping, man?
See, let's talk about it, man, because COVID-19 definitely slowed it down.
Let's talk about that.
I was gonna drop it around this time, summer 2020. It was gonna be 7 songs, produced by either Yogi or Tune. I was switching between the two for beats. And
shout out Yogi.
Yeah, shout out Yogi, man. Shout out Tune. And with Palace Recordings, I was gonna drop the project. We were gonna do like a big, mixtape release thing, and Palace Recordings was new, so they wanted to help get their name and stuff out there. So that would have been really dope, to have a
working relationship.
Yeah, working relationship like that. It was, I've been killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It actually felt like I was working on a project and not like a mixtape.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I felt more like I was planning like a huge thing, and then people started getting sick.
Yep.
So I don't think that there will be a project this year. Energy is definitely gonna come out. It's definitely gonna be a thing, but I don't know when. I don't want to put a date on it. I don't want to leave people waiting. But it's definitely I could tell you this, that the songs that I'm working on now are gonna go on the project.
Okay.
The songs that I'm releasing are gonna go on the project.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. See, now it has this new dimension of inner G being just a G that has to be inside now because of COVID.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Quarantine.
So it's like
Yeah.
energy, like in the house.
Energy,
You know what I
man.
mean? So maybe you could even work that in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just Cory in the house.
Bars.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bars.
So I've interviewed Yogi as well.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Cool,
Super cool. I want to know what your experience has been working with him.
Man, I initially wanted to work with Yogi because his sound is so weird, but I
Yep.
love it.
Yup.
I love it because me and him are so similar. Like, so he understands the weird shit that I do in the studio. You don't know how awkward it is to actually listen to somebody do ad-libs. Like, and to get really good ad-libs.
I've been there for ad libs. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
For good ad-libs, the best ad-libs sound the worst.
Yep.
Naked. Like, dude be in there. But then you throw some auto-tune and some reverb on that, bro. That shit is fucking fire. Like, you know, like, so I just feel like me and Yogi were similar enough in music taste for me to be comfortable trying new things around him.
Okay.
So I like this sound, and he's a really cool dude. He's really patient, you know.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really patient dude, and he's like this. He's the most understanding person I've ever really worked with when it comes to like stew time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely work with Yogi. His sound is up there, A+. I'll give him that.
Plug.
You know what I'm saying? Plug, man. Palace Recordings. Yogi Split. And he's doing good things, bro. You know, he recorded and produced some shit for 40. EKT 40. You hip to him?
I've heard the name. Yeah.
DC, you know, Meek Mill's artist. Free 40, man. Free EKT, man.
Cool.
But, yeah. So he produced some things for 40. Tune produced some things for 40. You know, and if it goes on an album or a mixtape or anything, bro, like, that's big.
Yeah.
For the whole city. You know, so I advise, like, yo, just go work with Yogi. Not, you know, he's the man right now with the stew.
This is totally an aside, but you're talking about listening to people doing ad libs in the studio. Have you seen the video Waka Flocka goes in the booth?
No.
Oh, it's so funny, dude. He was doing ad libs for the song "Bustin' Adam."
Oh man.
You know what I'm talking? You know
Yeah,
that song?
bro.
So it's just a video of him going bow, 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 bow. I've been watching that shit for like 6 years.
Man, Flocka, bro. I think Flocka, if it wasn't for Flocka, nobody would be as turned as they are right now. Nobody wants to give Flocka the credit that he deserves for starting this drill shit. None of that, bro. Not that he was making drill music, but it's just the energy that goes into drill music, the attitude that people really possess that make drill music. Is Waka Flocka's sons.
What are you calling it? Drill?
Yeah, drill, like, you know, like Chief Keef and shit like that.
Okay.
I don't feel like there'd be a Chief Keef without Waka Flocka. So, Flocka, bro, he's one of the GOATs. Gotta give it to Flocka, man. Flocka is one of those people who have legit made me punch something.
Really?
Like just his song. Like, I wasn't even this upset. I wasn't upset to get physical. But now I've listened to, but that gun sound, nigga, what that gun sound. Brrr, like, I'm now mad. Like, Flocka, he got that energy, bro. Nobody want to give Flocka the credit. I'm gonna give him the credit, man. All these drill music, bro, wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my man. It's Flocka.
Now, would you consider him an influence or just someone you like?
Someone I liked.
Okay.
I liked Flocka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, two more things from the application that I want to address.
Mm-hmm.
First one, probably going to be talking about this for a while because we both on the same energy about this.
Right.
Kid-friendly shows, as in establishing opportunities for young rappers outside of school. Specifically outside of school.
Specifically.
Because that's an awkward environment to do anything in. Especially in front of anyone.
Right.
You're passionate about, you know, doing these kid-friendly shows, all ages shows. And, you know, I'm 19 years old. I've been kicked out of a ton of shows in this city because I was 17 at the time. I tried to go to the Rehab Tavern for like fucking.
That's shitty.
Yeah, right.
Like it's really shitty, bro. Like, and
come on, do you know who I am? No, I'm just kidding. No, I was trying to go to the break, like Josh Miller's The Break, and then they were like, "Yeah, you're not 21, you can't be in here." I'm
it's
I'm
like
just here for the music, man.
It stifles people's chance to grow. Bro, you probably would have already had this shit like going, like if you would have started at 17. You know, that sucks. It sucks that there's not a platform for, like you know, if you
Classified went 21 plus.
Yeah, and that sucks.
I was not able to go to it.
That sucks. Like, yeah, I remember when they said that, bro. Like, I was like, man.
That's where I did most of my networking.
That's
where I met you.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where we met.
That's where I met you, Liam Monty. I met... Those are the two names I remember. A lot of people.
It's because, man, I don't think they respect it. I don't think they respect, you know, rap.
The youth.
Not even just the youth. I don't think people respect... People say, oh, you want to be a rapper. But because there's no real structured out pathway for it, like there is for football, basketball, soccer, ballet, stuff like that. Like there's no
rap college.
Yeah, we need to start putting these kids through like rap college, bro. Like on everything. Like I didn't get to do my first show until listen. This is the most blessed I've ever felt. I was 18 years old. It was my 18th birthday, and I got to do a performance in front of like 400 people at a talent show.
Damn.
That was cool. That's cool.
That's nuts.
Rocked it.
Yeah.
Went stupid. Very first performance ever. Went crazy. Like, And keep in mind, I'm new to Ohio. Like, at least this high school, you know. So, man, after I did that, bro, there was so much clout coming my way, bro. I immediately left the stage to go upstairs and go get my CD player, and that's where they had all the middle school. Oh, yo, there you go. Run up on me. Yo, it was so hard. And it's like I didn't even do no hype song. Like I did man, I can't even remember how that song goes. It was like the most mellow, chill, call myself trying to have a conscious, real moment ever. Like, and I really rocked the whole crowd. It was super sweet. But, you know, that's not the song I wanted to rap. Like I wanted to be turned. I wanted to rap about my real stuff that I like, you know, real rap. I feel like that stuff should be influenced, you know, at a young age. You need to take that and build it and mold it so that by the time they're, you know, 15, 16, 17, they can be ready for the industry, bro. Like, they can have EPK, shows on their resume, you know, possibly a couple sponsorships, make themselves, and if we do that, then it legitimizes it, you know? Because it's like, okay, now you really do have a way. What's crazy is video gaming became more acceptable than rapping.
Yeah.
Quicker. You would like, you feel me?
Like esports.
Yeah. You can sit on your video. There are real kids whose parents support this. You can sit on your phone or on your game all day and just play video games and get paid for it. But people will support that. But when it comes to, oh yeah, your kid wants to rap, nobody wants to take the effort, you know, to put together a kid-friendly show that your kid can rap at. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's hard. You know, there's not a lot of resources out there for it.
We need a kid-friendly crowd control in Columbus. Crowd control is what it was called, right?
Yeah.
That competition. I actually don't know that much about it. But how did that go?
That was nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that was sweet. Any Monday that you can go perform in front of 200 people is a sweet night.
Cool.
That's a good night, bro. Win or lose, that's a good night. It was really lit to see Asia win that, though.
Yeah.
It was really lit. She definitely deserved it. I knew she was going to win. I told her, I said, Asia, you're about to win. I'm not even going to get into it. I did it only because the host made me. He called me out. But that was really dope. That's like it was like a bigger Declassified, you know, because there were.
Where was it at?
It was up. That's the only thing I like. It was like at this club at this thing called XL.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really like doing shows in clubs.
Yeah.
Too much. Only reason I don't mind doing the shows in like Declassified is because there's actual, you know, part for music. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole extra bar for music.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what's up.
It's like a 5-minute walk from here too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's sweet. Oh
That's
yeah,
like
it is
right
right
here,
up the street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I met a guy named Zach, the manager. He's a manager for Rock Nation. I met a couple like PR people and DJs from back home in North Carolina, up there. Other artists. Got to actually talk to DJ Highlight and Doobie. And DJ Highlight and Doobie are like, to me, yes, I would say they're not influencing, but like inspiring. Yeah. I watched their whole come up. I watched the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? So I love everything that they do, bro. So like when I actually performed and Doobie came to me like, hey, yo, bro, that was dope. Like me and Doobie chopped it up. Me and BSC chopped it up. Me and what's the tall dude's name? Everybody's name slipping me right now, man. But yeah, we all chopped it up. They like my song.
Are you thinking of Trip?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You said tall guy. I'm like, Trip Fontaine. Just immediately. That's what popped into my head.
I'm about to figure out what this guy's name is right now. Doobie always is with this dude, bro. Like, but
Doobie's dope.
Yeah, I love Doobie, bro.
Yeah. I kind of want to interview him.
They're on some big stuff, bro. Once I seen he was on Genius, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
He made it.
That's it.
He made it, bro. He was at Bam Margera's house one day.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yo.
Lit.
That's big.
Yes. What else, bro? See him do some crazy shit.
So much Jackass.
Man, what? I would say their influence. No, look. That's a real influence. Jackass. Remember we used to live in Denver, me and Jeremy? We used to do that type of stuff all the time. Man.
I just knew
we used to slap the shit out of each other.
Good or bad influence?
I think it was a good influence because overall I'm not afraid to do anything.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I might be afraid, but I'm still gonna do it. You know. But
I mean, that's what bravery is, man.
Yeah, bravery.
True.
Made me brave. I mean, I'm not. This certain shit I'm not gonna do. Okay, like the car and the condom thing. No. No, I'm not taking anything that far.
There were just multiple images running through my head. I don't remember that specific one.
You don't remember that episode with Ryan Dunn?
I'm just gonna let my imagination.
And they went to the doctor and it was on the X-ray, bro. Oh my god! Like, they shoved it in there, bro. And then they went to the doctor, right? Just like, oh man, I went to a party last night. And then then Ryan Dunn goes in there and gets an X-ray, and the doctor sees the car and his button. He's just like looking at the X-ray. He's like, bro. Then he went back and told Ryan, then there's a car in your butt, bro. It's a toy car up there. It was so funny, man. I love the Jackass, bro. R.I.P. Ryan Dunn, bro.
We got
car going to a whole new level.
Car ride, I know.
We gotta start going to these parties.
Bro, we're going the wrong one.
Yeah.
Man. R.I.P. Ryan Dunn, though, bro.
For real.
Yeah, that was my guy, man.
I was too young to know what was going on, but when I heard about it,
sad day, bro.
I've watched a lot of his content, so a talent we have lost.
Yes.
But so one more thing from your application that I'm interested in hearing about. I quoted you in this. Here's the quote from you. You definitely have to be in the studio with me to see it. The process. What is a typical studio session like for you? Or is there a typical studio session?
There is not a typical studio session.
Not a routine.
It's always different, bro. It's always different. Like, sometimes I come with it written. Sometimes I lie and say I got it written and have nothing written. Sometimes, like, I'm just in there. I got, like, a couple things written. Like, it's all different. That's the thing I love about creativity. There's no boundaries. Now, everything's okay. You know? So, like... But one thing that I do always do when I go... Oh, man, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give nobody the sauce, bro. I'm not giving nobody the sauce. No. I was really about to tell you, bro. No. But it's
I can
my...
mute the mic. I don't make music.
Like, I focus a lot on technical... Like, the technical side of recording. Like, people need to realize that being a rapper and being a recording artist... two totally different things.
Yep.
You have to master the art of recording. Like, you have to know how your voice sounds. One thing you need to realize, the first thing you need to realize is there's no boundaries. There's no right way to sound. It either sounds good or it sounds bad. You know what I'm saying? James Brown said it the best, bro. If it sounds good to your ears and God gave you ears, how you gonna argue with God? You know what I mean? So I think like that every time I go into the studio. I don't care like how goofy it may sound, you feel me, or how I may think it may sound. If it sounds good, I'm gonna use it. But I focus on being very punctual with how my words are placed in between a beat. Like if I hear a bass knock twice, I'm not gonna say a word over. Like it's so weird. Like I think like it's like a equation in my head. It's like a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? When I go in there, I think of a puzzle. I think of just like a puzzle that I have to first of all make, and then turn it into a puzzle, and then put it together. Like so.
Respect.
It's weird.
Cool.
A whole lot.
Okay. I think I get a vibe for what you're doing. All right. Very cool. So now we've talked about the studio session, but man, I've seen you perform.
Right.
It's nuts. Just put that out on the table right there. I don't care what you think. It's nuts.
Appreciate it.
The energy is there, and all right, one more compliment. Your energy, you know Cassius Keys, right? Mm-hmm. Like you and Cassius are like on the same plane, I think.
Hey, you want to know what? I think Cassius was like the first like person I looked at who was like, oh, I gotta be like that.
Really?
Oh, that's okay. All right, bet. Like I don't even think Cassius knows it, but it's like when I see him perform, bro, it's almost like, yo,
it's something else.
That's like. Yeah. It's like I have to step it up. Every time I see Cassius perform, I'd be like, yo, I gotta step it up.
He's inspiring.
Yeah, he's very inspiring. And he'll inspire you. That's the most thing I love about Cassius. Like he like anytime he sees me perform, bro, he's giving me a shot. He front row, beat me in the chest. Like, yeah. Like that's what I like about Cassius.
He's a real fan.
Yeah, he's a real guy, bro.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get your energy from? Cassian?
No.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know. I get nervous too before shows. I think it's more so just I try to think ahead when I perform. And me thinking ahead is just like what's gonna be the outcome of this performance. I'm already knowing that people are gonna love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that alone turns me up. Like I don't have anything to worry about. So I'll get real comfortable up there after, a couple seconds, and then I just lose myself, bro. I just lose it. Like I don't know. Like I really don't know.
It is a hard question. So.
Yeah, it's more. It's just like you have to understand, man. When you're performing, especially when you're doing shows like these, like the anniversary show and declassifieds and pipelines. When you're doing shows like that, the people who are in the building are there to see you. They came to see an act. They came to hear music. So as soon as that mic is placed in your hand and your music starts playing, that entire building belongs to you. Yep. This is your shit. You can do whatever you want in here. And I learned that like I hate to pat myself on the back. I always been lit.
Do it.
I always been lit. But I learned that concept when I had performed for Juice WRLD. That opened up for Juice WRLD.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh my God. I opened up for Juice WRLD in 2019, bro. God, man, rest in peace.
Did I do my research?
Man.
What's this?
That was so legendary and so sad that it's only as legendary as it is because he's gone. Unfortunately, we'll never have an act like Juice WRLD again, bro. So I really appreciate that opportunity now more than ever. But I learned that concept, performing there, bro, in front of 8,000 people. Like you can't be shy up here. They didn't know that I lived 5 minutes away. They had no idea. They thought I was with Juice WRLD. When I got off of the stage, they're like, "Hey, I got meet and greet passes. Can you tell Juice WRLD?" I'm like, "I wish I could." Like, you feel me? Like, I'm walking to go get concessions and stuff like that. And before they were letting people in, like you can ask Asia, bro. We went to go get a concession, and there was just hella people outside of the doors. Like, oh my God, look at that! Who was that? Who was that? They don't even know who I am. They're just excited to see me. So that right there let me know. Oh, they already have a perception of me, bro. So, like, go with it. Go with it. Like, This is your platform right now. Tell them to clap their hands, they're gonna clap their hands. Tell them to jump, they're gonna jump. Tell them to bark, they're gonna bark. You know? And once you realize that, you'll become more comfortable. And so then you'll just be able to do whatever you want. That's why I can just scream and roll around on the ground and jump and hop on top of speakers because I'm not afraid. Like, I'm not shy. Like, everything I do is gonna be lit. Like, that's how I feel.
Hell yeah. And that applies to more than just music too, because it like all freelance work as well. And this is something that I've talked to a lot of people about, where they're like, oh, somebody hired me to do this, say, graphic design job or whatever,
Right.
and I'm nervous I'm not going to deliver, you know, like I'm not going to give them what they're asking for. I said, well, why are they reaching out to you and not anyone else? They're looking for, they've seen your work, they're looking for your style. So whatever you do is going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And same thing goes with the performance. They came here, they saw your name on the bill, they're ready.
Yeah.
That's what they're.
They knew Jonesy was gonna perform.
Yeah.
So they probably knew that I was gonna, you know, crawl on the floor for a second. But you want to know how that came? Have you ever seen, bro? This is how it came about. I never used to get on the floor until one day I did this show. I did a freak show. It was the first freak show of the year. It was at Milo Art Center with Sam. And I was performing, and bro, I got so tired that I just fell. Like, I just collapsed. But I didn't stop rapping. And people was like, oh! I'm like, oh shit, I'm just gonna start doing that.
That's so dope. I love that.
Yeah.
Man, I like that a lot. I have not seen that yet. I hope I get to. That'll be cool.
Yeah, bro. I love getting on the ground now.
I should just lay on my floor and interview people.
Hey, it's yours.
Just hold the mic right here. Just pass it up to them.
It's your show, bro. Your world.
We have officially hit 1 hour. Felt quick, huh?
It did.
How can people find and support you?
Well, most of the time I'm on Instagram, and you can look at me up. You can look me up at It's Tht Boi Jonesy. So ITSTHTBOIJONESY. That's a lot. So basically, it's that without an A, B with an I, Jones with a Y. It's Tht Boi Jonesy on Instagram.
That's kind of a bar.
Yeah. Something like I'm working in there. I'm working in there. And
use that as a bar.
so yeah, and you know, all my stuff is on major platforms too. So everything, whole last project, got a couple singles out. Fun fact, I'm probably about to go shoot a music video after I leave here.
Very nice.
So y'all got new heat coming. It's definitely coming. Me and my homie Scudder. Definitely go check out me and Joseph Keith's song, brand new. That's on Apple Music. You know, streaming platforms as well. Shout out Asia $. You know, hit Asia up. She got some merch dropping here soon. And shout out Sam, bro. Shout out Prodigal Tooth, man. Shout out Scully's. I'm gonna be there on the 11th. Come catch me there, performing live, lighting it up. And shout out Gab Street, man.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on this week. This is an awesome episode. We will be back as usual next Wednesday morning, just like every week. Don't forget to check out CCCG if you are listening to this at a time when it is still running. Go ahead and throw us a couple bucks, even $1 will do you good. So, thank you for listening this week. We will catch you next week.
Peace.